We creators pour a ridiculous amount of time into long-form videos, weeks of planning, days of shooting, and then endless hours in the edit bay, only to post it once and cross our fingers for the algorithm to bless us. But honestly, we can do way better by helping our own content along, because repurposing is the real secret move. Use other platforms to promote that big piece you busted your butt over. Today, I want to walk you through a real-world workflow for turning long-form videos into polished, platform-ready social clips, but with a twist that changes everything. Instead of only pointing at the usual Adobe ecosystem, I'm going to show how Vizard slams into this pipeline and makes the whole thing way less painful for your brain. Think of it as having Premiere-level control when you need it, Express-level speed when you don't, and a little AI that actually saves you time instead of just adding another step to your workflow. Quick note before we get into it. Most social platforms prefer vertical video, so 9:16 is your bread and butter, but square still shows up sometimes on certain feeds. Almost everyone scrolls with sound off by default, which is why captions aren't just an optional feature anymore, they are absolutely essential for retention. That fact alone changes how you pace things, because when people are skimming, rhythm and clarity beat high resolution every single time. Automatic captioning has come a long way, but you absolutely must take the time to tidy them up so they read human and feel authentic. Alright, let's talk about tools, because I'm going to compare 3 archetypes and then show how Vizard fits in like the essential glue. First, we have the quick and dirty template apps, which are your go-to when you need a story or a reel ready in literally 5 minutes. They're great for velocity because you just drop in clips, slap some text on, and export. But they often feel generic if you want precise cuts or nuanced pacing. Second is the Pro Editor, the absolute heavyweight. Think Premiere, where you go when you want full creative control over color grading, audio shaping, and precision storytelling. I use it for almost all my long-form cuts because it gives me full control. But the downside is the learning curve and the tedious nature of manual vertical reframing. Third, we have generative AI tools for creative assets, which are awesome when you're missing a specific shot or want to quickly spin up a stylized background element. They can create placeholder B-roll or animate stills, but they aren't a silver bullet. Outputs can be hit or miss, and often require extra refinement to look truly polished. Now enter Vizard, which I like to think of as an AI-first editor built specifically for creators who want results without sacrificing high-end quality. It does 3 things that genuinely help bridge the speed versus quality gap. It auto-edits viral clips, it schedules them for you, and it ships a unified content calendar. But beyond those features, Vizard understands the actual reality of a creator's workflow by nuking the grunt work and handing you clean, editable clips. So let me walk you through a real example. I made a long adventure film about a Yukon canoe trip last year that had high production value but felt a bit slow. I cut a horizontal trailer for YouTube, but now I want snacks for Instagram, Shorts, and TikTok that get people back to the full film. And I don't want to lose my mind doing it. Step 1. Feed the long edit into Vizard, where the AI scans the video for spikes in energy, audience reaction points, and cinematography highlights. These aren't random cuts. The AI looks for moments that are likely to perform, like high motion, emotional peaks, and hooks that start within the first 2 or 3 seconds. Step 2 is quick passes and human curation, where Vizard hands you a stack of ready-to-post clips that you can preview, tweak, and regenerate. Instead of scrubbing through 40 minutes of footage to find that one 12-second punchline, it hands me 10 candidates and I just pick the best 3. Want captions? Vizard auto-transcribes and adds them in a clear, customizable style, and if you need to change the aspect ratio, it reframes automatically while keeping faces in frame. Step 3 is scheduling and distribution, where instead of manually uploading to different platforms, I use Vizard's auto-schedule to space out my posts. The content calendar gives me a single view to edit, shuffle, or pause posts, which is way easier than juggling messy spreadsheets and random upload dashboards. Now, sometimes you want extra polish. So that's when Vizard becomes more of a prep tool than the final step for those super fine pacing or color grading needs. If I want high-end sound design, I'll export that refined clip to Premiere and finish it there. But here's the kicker. Vizard's edits are timeline friendly, so you don't have to rebuild from scratch. On the flip side, if you just want the shortest path to done, you can edit and publish straight from Vizard, or send a version into a template editor for quick motion graphics. A lot of creators ask about generative tools, and I use those when I'm missing B-roll or want an animated poster, but they can be visually inconsistent. So my workflow usually looks like this. Vizard to find the clips and handle captions, then maybe a quick generated shot for a transition, and a final polish in Premiere if absolutely needed. Let me call out a few limitations. Premiere is powerful but slow, template apps are fast but often lack nuance, and generative AIs are creative but not always consistent. Vizard sits comfortably between those extremes. It's faster and more specialized for social repurposing than a general template app, and cuts the time you'd spend with a pro editor. A practical example of converting that horizontal trailer into vertical is taking the 60-second cut into Vizard, letting the engine analyze it, and creating several cuts for different hooks. One focuses on an emotional line, another on the thrilling action shot, and a third on the dialogue moment, all using built-in styles so they read well with sound off. Why this matters is simple. The algorithm rewards consistent posting, so if you're only posting your big video once, you're leaving a ton of potential on the table. Vizard helps you harvest multiple promotional clips from one long film, so you're not constantly reinventing the wheel and burning yourself out on content creation. One last thing. Don't make every clip feel like a soulless ad. Use a conversational vibe, throw in a behind-the-scenes beat, or splice in a candid reaction to build connection. Audiences respond to personality, and Vizard's ability to find those candid moments makes it easier to keep things authentic while still optimizing for the social machine. So the bottom line is that if you want the fastest route to consistent, platform-ready content, Vizard is a tool that genuinely changes the math for you. Try it out on a project you already have. Throw in one long film, let it spit out 15 short candidates, pick your favorites, and watch how much easier it gets to promote that piece. Thanks for sticking with me, and if you've got a long video collecting digital dust, give this workflow a spin because your future self will definitely thank you for it. Catch you in the next one.